opportunities to grow and learn from the challenges the disease presented. It was for her spiritual work that she believed needed to be done regardless of the outcome. She called it, quote, loving what is, falling in love with life as it is. All the opportunities that come my way, I am really blessed every day. She had a nice little rhyme there. It is impossible for me to fully express the gratitude of our family for the wondrous outpouring of love and affection that have surrounded Joyce during the last stage in her life and work and since her death. The gratitude we have heard expressed in the stories of her former and current students, her friends from Dwyer, Hearth Place, BFO, and her sisters in the well. The theme is similar. When Joyce talked to you, she really talked to you. You felt you were the only person who mattered in that moment. And in the stillness of the moment, you felt blessed by her calm, reassuring, and loving manner. It was one of the many things that made Joyce so special was that she was totally oblivious to the effect she had on people. She was just doing what her heart directed. Void of ego or self-interest, she was just being Joyce. I wish to begin by thanking Father Bob, our pastor, for his generosity, kindness, and patience. To Father Billy Burns, who officiated at our wedding those 31 years ago, and who is with us today. You did good, Bill. To Father Kevin, her former student who kept faithful watch with us both in hospital and afar during these 16 days. I thank you. I also wish to thank the amazing Jackie Martin, our parish secretary, for being the true rock of support she is. To Pam Doyle and the choir, a collection of those who share with Joyce the love of music, who learned the song she wrote, and who have come together as students, former students, and colleagues to sing her to heaven. My love and thanks. To all her friends who embraced and held Joyce in the divine light, who have prayed with her and for her. Joyce believed in the power and the community of prayer. Your prayers help sustain her, us during these darkest of days. Prayers are never wasted. And especially to Tommy Valocaran, who had the difficult job of walking with me a second time through this most terrible of times. To the staff, both past and present, of Monsignor Paul Dwyer Catholic High School. Our home away from home for 29 years. You sustained us through the horrible ordeal of David's death, and you've continued to sustain us. You are our family, and we are grateful for your love and support. I must also thank the Durham Catholic District School Board for the tremendous support we have received. You have shown what a system with a difference truly means. To our sisters in the well, who loved Joyce and carried her in their hearts and into the light. You know there were times that Mary, David, and I thought you were all slightly crazy. But it was a spirit and energy that Joyce loved and embraced to the fullest. I know you grieve with us, but hear Joyce say to you the words of Julian of Norwich, all shall be well, and all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. To her Ulrich family, who cradled her from birth to the moment of her death. You were the ones who brought this joy into the world. How she loved you all, caring for each one of you from the deepest wells of her heart. She was so grateful to grow up in a family so loved, and I am grateful to call you my family. To her beloved Mary, her heart and joy of her existence. From the moment she reached her arms for you on the day you were born, to the last word she ever spoke, Mary, you and David were the center of her life. How well you returned that love and devotion, my darling daughter. And to Johnny, who became more than a son-in-law, but a son to us both. Your devotion to her has been remarkable. She would say, you're on the path to becoming an old soul. I wish won't tell you what she wrote in her journals. Although I will say that I was a constant reminder of the need for acceptance. You are the mother to my wondrous Mary, my most precious baby. I love you, and I will miss us. Joyce and I had a little ritual we practiced every time I went out to golf, which means we did it a lot. Knowing how frustrating a game it is, she would proclaim as I walked out the door, "Find the joy." Well, sweetie, I will hold that as my life's motto when I will endeavor to live a life of gratitude as you would want me to. I would like to close with the words that Joyce spoke from this very spot 16 years ago at David's funeral, but I will apply them to Joyce. Quote, "And so